Just so you guys know, if you need like hedges trimmed or cars washed, I'll come back to San Francisco for anything. It's really great to be back here, and I miss it all the time for reasons that are probably clear to everyone who didn't travel here from New York in fall. This poem is called "My Ability to Be Far Away is Now One of My Great Superpowers, as is being completely heartbroken and irrational while craving many oysters. See also invisibility." We are desperate for more mercy, please. The waves pulling themselves further apart like the molecules of kerosene upon my skin. You can try this at home at your leisure, but the itch stays. Somehow we remain related to water, and there is that feeling that stays with us, very similar to the way we felt when, walking out of the newest of new museums, it was as though our hearts had been bleached. Similar to the way the number 5 is forever changed since Jasper Johns, just like the way I learned to use a word wrong so long ago, and now cannot reach to it. It is forever changed and beautiful, and so resembles plungers and dead butterflies. You'll have to forgive me. Similar to eating a meal you don't enjoy, but has been served by someone loving. Or you don't, or aren't, but you may just be nice. Sometimes I forget that you don't see everything I see. I imagine we're the same, and you might not understand yourself, or me, or the drawing of an atom, how it all seems to stick and stray and resemble a topographical map of the imploding whimper we surround. We want what we want at dire ages, and often die still wanting that. So I am not mistaken. Please remit my personal units of measure so that they may remain true before the empire. A gas station in New Jersey was accidentally delivered jet fuel after the hurricane, which you'd think would be more exciting, but in the end it just made cars break down. Often, everything will surprise us, like the way all things on this planet need sun, even and especially those things that never see it and are furious. I get so scared at these things. But like at the last minute, I'm like, oh, it's cool, it's cool. And then I walk up and I'm like, God.
You're doing great.
I'll do it again. You are literally the only person that's encouraged me to drink more. I'm really happy to be here, though, and this is fantastic. I've always wanted to be a part of Litquake, so I moved away and I got invited. This poem is called "The Cyclic Nature of the Mind." In September, the trees pass death notes to each other. They read like any amorous letter. I love you, I'm sorry, we're all dying, come back. These sentiments are precious because they are perishable. The snow shrinks into itself until it's forgotten what it came for. The ground forever writing the story of who's been here and who's coming. Reasonable, yes, but less than we've learned to want, really. Spring's conclusion, fuck, 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 which can be a good idea, but that's spring's answer to everything, so it's hard to know when to listen. Take your clothes off. I would like another drink, please. Would you like another drink? Please. Yes. I also am horrible at planning things out that I think are going to go well, but as though my life hadn't been illustrative enough in that it doesn't end up the way you think it will. This poem's called "Collect Call from the Hague." I called you so I wouldn't call her. Late in the night and conscious of what was not there, though outside the loosely knit world spun asunder. Even then, my broken glass was imagining new ways to be hammered back into the mosaic. Your temper dry and bottles cracked. After the art museums, we obsessed in the world of scrimshaw and fracture, only later to discover we did not have the occasion nor the whalebone for either. And then was our great envy of the painters, how it all became an agreement with our sisters. That light alone would reveal their breasts to be our mother's breasts, like a map into the back streets of a small town burning. There are terrible places in this world, but people know our names there, so we return. So I'm finished with this because there's literally been no person ever that said, I wish that poetry reading was longer. I've never said that. I've been to a bunch. This is the title poem from the book. It's Eternal Patrol. I don't know if you guys make it over to the Mechanical Toy Museum. We've seen the mechanic. Out back there's a submarine museum. And before I left, I went out there and there's a plaque. And instead of submarines that go out and aren't returned, and there's no confirmed records, instead of being lost at sea, the naval term is, they are listed as being on eternal patrol. Mm-hmm. And when I was there with a poet friend of mine, it's like immediately like, dips! That's my metaphor. You don't ever mess with that. And so this poem was called Eternal Patrol. There will be no return, and you've not said goodbye. We dive and break surface, just as juniper breaks into gin, just as wine haunts on as its former grape. Often, everything on one unending course, but I know that's untrue. And you know our maps extend to the edges of unthorough imagination. It is romantic to be beneath the sea in a time of war, yet these hopes are overdue, presumed lost. Stern, rigid difficulties and an imagined apology for things we've submerged beyond seeing. The air and its oceans, they want to break into you. I'm bringing this in my ignorant translation of light. It is Christmas morning, your mother is crying, and so are you, both trapped or dead beneath this ice, within these pressures, these peakings, these tiny bits of glass. Thank you.